From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 20th, 2022. A former Nazi concentration camp secretary was found guilty today by a German court for complicity in the murder of over 10,505 people. 97-year-old Irmgard Furkner, who worked as a stenographer for a Nazi SS officer, was given a 2-year suspended sentence for her part in the functioning of the Stutthof concentration camp in occupied Poland. Furkner earlier this month had said, "I'm sorry about everything that happened. I regret that I was in Stutthof at the time." Her lawyers claiming she did not know about the mass murder taking place there. Prosecutors asserting, though, that she was well aware of the atrocities happening just steps away from her office. Furkner, who was 18 at the time, was tried in juvenile court, and public prosecutor Maxi Wansen had asked the judges to hand down the 2-year suspended sentence, the maximum possible, without jail time. Wansen saying this trial is of outstanding historical importance and that potentially, due to the passage of time, the last of its kind. Israel's Knesset has halted all legislative activity until after the first of the year. The Times of Israel reports, which will delay the swearing in of the presumed Benjamin Netanyahu-led government. But Netanyahu still has to inform Israel's President Isaac Herzog by midnight tomorrow, December the 21st, that he has put together a government. U.S. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden held a Hanukkah holiday reception last night at the White House, where President Biden addressed Hanukkah, arriving in the midst of rising and emboldened anti-Semitism.
I recognize your fear, your hurt, your worry that this violent venom is becoming too normal. As your president, I want to make this clear. As my dad would say, and many of you have said, silence is complicity. We must not remain silent. But I made no bones about it from the very beginning. I will not be silent. America will not be silent.
Lighting the first permanent White House menorah last night were Holocaust survivor Branya Brandman, U.S. Representative to the UN Human Rights Council Ambassador Michelle Taylor, who is a daughter and granddaughter of Holocaust survivors, and the granddaughter of civil rights icon Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, Abigail Heschel Aronson. And reciting the Hanukkah blessings, Rabbi Charlie Citron Walker, who was held hostage in his congregation Beth Israel Synagogue in Colleyville, Texas, in January of this year, who spoke of how people ask him about the fateful day. Walker said they'll talk about it as a tragedy, and I'll respond back that we all made it out. And that is the story of Hanukkah, he said. Despite all the difficulties and all the struggle, we are here today to celebrate because against all odds, Judaism endured. In our darkest hours, we bring light. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, December the 20th at 7 o'clock, a sermon from Rabbi Amiel Hirsch on the power of one to motivate many. At 7:30, a look at anti-Semitism on college campuses from the Anti-Defamation League's Never Is Now 2022. At 8, it's the Hampton Synagogue's annual holiday cantorial concert with its cantor Netanel Hirschtick, joined by cantor Tzvi Weiss of the Jerusalem Great Synagogue. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with cantor and Broadway star Dudu Fisher on L'chaim. At 10, the lighting of the third candle for the third night of Hanukkah here on JBS with special guest Jake Ehrenreich. And coming up next, it's Good Week Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 20th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well, and happy Hanukkah.